He was an undefeated world champion whom many predicted a great future. But the disregard for rivals and training, narcissism, defiant behavior, eccentric antics, and problems with the law took their toll. Today we will talk about the fight that did not help the problem to draw the right conclusions and become a legend, but on the contrary became the beginning that buried the career of Adrien Broner, and we will reveal all the details of the famous fight against Marcos Maidana.
And the left hook drops Broner for the second time in the fight!
Adrien was born into a large family. The nickname The Problem was given to Broner by his father because of his regular problems with the law. Adrien had a good track record as an amateur boxer, but at an early age he switched to professional boxing. Already in 2011, at the age of 22, Adrien became the world champion in the second featherweight for the first time, defeating Vicente Rodriguez. Broner went on to have 5 more championship fights in 16 months. Moreover, Adrien managed to conquer 3 weight categories in such a short period of time. In addition to the second featherweight, the light and welterweight divisions obeyed the young talent. Broner became a real star. His exits to the ring were often accompanied by live performances of famous rappers, and Floyd Mayweather himself took over the career of a young talent. Thanks to his boxing talent, Adrien confidently passed absolutely all opponents. Many are familiar with touching stories when, having nothing behind their backs, people grabbed boxing as the only chance to get a ticket to a brighter future, and through hard work in the hall, shed sweat and blood, they achieved their goal. But unlike the same Bernard Hopkins and Mike Tyson, for whom boxing became the only alternative to imprisonment or death in the criminal areas of Philadelphia and Brownsville, Broner could not decide whether he needed a one-way ticket. As is often the case, at some point Broner went off the rails. Instead of further progress and regular training, the boxer decided to also become a rapper, taking the simple pseudonym AB for himself. Adrien's problem is a complete lack of understanding of the simplest principles of behavior and a completely atrophied sense of tact. At one time, he closely communicated with the legendary Floyd Mayweather and, as it seemed to him, revealed the secret of success by engaging in an unattractive parody. Firstly, he began to imitate the boxing movements of a friend in the ring, and secondly, even worse, he began to behave provocatively outside the ring. But unlike Floyd, for whom communication on camera is the same work on a multi-million-dollar image as a strategy for a fight ideally worked out with a coach, Broner saw only the big picture and decided to outdo his friend on the principle the more trash-talking and pathos, the better. To some extent, he achieved his goal. He became very recognizable by the boxing public, who were looking forward to how this upstart would be put in his place. But, unfortunately for Adrien, in December 2013, he faced the most dangerous puncher Marcos Maidana. In the early morning of December 15, 2013, the Argentinian made an upset in a fight against the undefeated champion. Marcos did not waste time on reconnaissance, rushed into battle. Almost the first attack of the Argentine, and the champion was on the verge of falling.
And he swarms Broner along the rope. Same punch that a very short fighter, Gavin Reese, landed against Broner in a previous fight, but Reese not as powerful as Maidana. Maidana throwing the hook and then coming with it. Maidana's doing the same.
Whatever landed over there, I don't know if it was a hook on the right, it hurt Broner. He took a weird false misstep after.
Maidana's done it without the jab, by the way. Maidana!
Dude, he doesn't go defense to offense. You rarely see
Lead left hook by Broner. To win this fight, Adrien Broner's gonna...
Broner was losing the round outright and did not think of anything better than to show off.
to get active.
Marcos Maidana has recorded.
Already in the second round, the Argentinian delivered a powerful left hook, after which the champion was in a heavy knockdown. Rising heavily, Broner survived under a hail of blows from his opponent, while constantly appealing to the referee, apparently in the hope of enlisting his help. It did not work out. The referee remained impartial.
Bicycle backpedaling, missing with the misses the couple of right uppercuts as Broner content to stay on the ropes and chattering with a great start here to this fight. The bell and round 3.
Broner's fight didn't go well. He needed to change something, and this something was constant dirt. Adrien pushed, wielded his elbows, strangled the opponent's neck.
Ready for some numbers. Chopping right hand. And then he throws so few punches that he set up the left hook with the jab to the body.
After recovering, Broner began to act in his own way, but his counterattacks often paled in comparison with Maidana's heavy hits.
Broner catches Maidana with a right, and there's another quick combination, which landed by the champion Adrien Broner. Now Maidana, 18 months defending the welterweight. Does Broner have 47 to 36? This is where Maidana would come with the left hook. A nice hook. We're at the halfway point. Now Broner beginning to find a rhythm with his combination. Maidana, though, continues.
The Argentine continued to dominate the champion. At the beginning of the 8th, this led to disastrous consequences. Quite tired, Marcos became an ideal target for the remaining fresh Broner, who began to increasingly carry out a protracted series of light blows. However, another lunge left hook and Adrien was in the second knockdown.
Marcos Maidana that sends Broner down.
Trying to survive, the American again began to fight in the near, for which he received a deliberate headbutt from an opponent tired of such tricks.
And yeah, that's absolutely intentional.
Looking to finish. The guy's trying to finish a guy he just knocked down. You got to get his arms free. I mean, those are wrestling tactics.
Yes.
I mean, Lawrence Cole.
In the best traditions of Turkish football players, Broner collapsed on the canvas in a few moments, literally writhing in pain. Apparently, he will not become a dramatic actor, because the referee did not really believe he did not severely punish the contender, limiting himself to only deducting 1 point. In the 9th round, Broner was again on the verge of falling after missed backhands, but managed to hold on.
Left hook behind him. Maidana staggers Broner again. Chopping.
Toward the end of the fight, fatigue began to affect Marcos' actions, thanks to which the championship rounds turned out to be competitive. However, Maidana still had more successful moments, and in the final round, he was able to seriously shock Broner.
12th and final round.
To the neutral corner to let the doctor check him.
Left hook by Broner. Broner coming forward, but not throwing punches. Content. Maidana.
I'll tell you, Broner's knees buckled, but he still came forward.
And the body shots by Maidana. Left hook by Broner. Buckled a bit. Well, that's Maidana taking his shots, but here comes the hook that will buckle the knee. Exclamation point on the year 2013.
The judges gave Maidana a well-deserved victory with a score of 117 to 109, 116 to 109, 115 to 110. As a result, an unexpected triumph in a duel with Broner gave the Argentinian the opportunity to share the ring with Floyd Mayweather twice, after which he ended his career. But Broner's star after this defeat began to slowly but surely fade away. Such an event should have been a cold shower for Adrien Broner. In such a situation, almost every fighter would say that he would draw certain conclusions, work on himself even more, and come back stronger. Something similar sounded from AB, but his actions spoke of the opposite, and videos posted on the network of Lovejoys, draining $100 bills into the toilet and money raining from the change in the supermarket required, in the opinion of boxing fans, a much more serious educational process than arranged by the Argentine puncher Marcos Maidana. Broner seemed to recover from the painful defeat rather quickly. Adrien won 3 consecutive victories by unanimous decisions. Then, however, there was a defeat to Shawn Porter. This did not prevent the problem from defeating Khabib Al-Akhradeev in the next fight and winning the champion title in the 4th category for itself, light welterweight. Alternating victories and defeats, Broner continued to attract the attention of the public. After losing to Mikey Garcia, and after ending a draw against Jesse Vargas, in 2019 Adrien was awarded the right to meet with Manny Pacquiao himself. According to the results of 12 rounds, the age-old Filipino turned out to be stronger than the problem. After that, Adrien forgot about boxing for 2 years. During these 2 years, Broner faced a lot of legal problems. He was briefly imprisoned and also arrested while driving his Rolls-Royce and got into an argument with Mayweather. In 2021, he made an attempt to return to professional sports with a split decision victory over Puerto Rican Jovany Santiago. In general, it cannot be said that that fight was remembered for something special. At the end of February 2023, a fight with Ukrainian Ivan Redkach is scheduled. What's next? Looking back, the champion in 4 weight categories did not win truly top boxers. There were only 3 of them. Exactly as many as the serifs in the defeat graph. And the fight with Ivan Redkach won't change anything. Even if the American miraculously wins, it is unlikely to stop, but only slightly slow down the speed with which Broner's talent is sliding into the abyss of stupidity and human vices.